Hello everybody. Happy Friday again. It's Jennifer, the Keto RN, here with you. I am just getting ready to put some dinner together. I was going to put it in the crock pot. Greg and I are going to go out for a bit. We're on West Coast time, so it's just 2:30, and we were going to go out to see a movie and come back, and dinner will be in the crock pot and ready. So I am making 5-spice spare ribs. The recipe that I'm following actually called for beef short ribs, I think, but I couldn't find any. So I just got the country spare ribs. I don't think that the meat itself is actually going to change the recipe. It'll change the macros probably. But the ones I got should be just fine. I will show you if I can see them there. I already have them in the crock pot, and I'm going to mix up the marinade. There you go. That's a lot of meat. We'll be eating that for a couple of days. But my son is coming home, so hopefully he'll help eat them. Anyway, if you love crockpot recipes, just hit that heart sign and let me know. I think they're great. The problem that I have with them usually is planning ahead and remembering that my recipe has to go in the crockpot. But anyway, so let's get started. This recipe itself, even though I'm adapting it, it comes from Keto Karma. Suzanne Ryan is a great recipe maker, recipe creator. She's got a lot of good stuff. So I would always recommend finding her stuff because it's really good. Okay, so we have our meat, and then I'm going to do the dry ingredients first just because I will forget. And I'll get everything sticky, and I need something to get this out with. Sorry. Oh, let's see. So this is just Chinese 5-spice powder, which you can find anywhere. It's easy to find. It's good. We've actually had ours for a while. It's probably good I'm using this up, and we can get ourselves a new bottle because this is looking a little... Just the label itself looks old. Come on. Get in here and get that. So do you guys have weekend plans? Probably, I don't know, Gonzaga basketball is big around here where I'm from. So there will be, I'm sure, a lot of people, local people, jumping on board. They're playing in Portland, which is kind of fun. Not too far from us. We aren't going, but not too far from us. I will be working all weekend. And so it gives my family time to just watch a little basketball, or a lot of basketball. So 1 tablespoon of the Chinese 5-spice powder. The next ingredient that I'm putting in is some crushed red pepper. It calls for just a ½ teaspoon. You can put more or less depending on what you like. I've actually never made these before, so I'm kind of excited to see how they turn out. So ½ teaspoon crushed red pepper, Kirkland. Whoops. There you go. Is that right? Yeah, there you go. Just sticking that in the bowl. And then next we will do chicken stock. So put that down. 2 cups of chicken stock. And again, I'm gonna mix all this up in the bowl, and then the recipe calls for reserving a cup of the liquid so that you can baste the spare ribs before, put them in the oven and baste them before you, and broil them before you serve them. Then the recipe calls for a cup of low sodium soy sauce. I have coconut aminos, and so that's what I'm using. They're actually also gluten-free, which I don't intentionally or need to follow a gluten-free diet, but I have family members, children that do. So coconut aminos is often what we have on hand. So a cup of that. Oh, it's a little more than a cup. And then a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Let's see this, which I have right here. Just the Bragg organic, easy to pick up at the grocery store. This is going to give, that acidity that you need in your meat braising. So there we go. And really the only ingredient left is minced ginger. I didn't have fresh ginger to mince, so we often have this in our freezer. It's the crushed ginger. They come in little squares. Each square is 5 mils. I needed 1/4 cup, which is 60 mils, and I had enough squares. So that is all crushed ginger, and it's kind of frozen right now, but obviously it's not gonna stay frozen in the crock pot. So I'm gonna pour that in, put those in, and then garlic, which I got out and left. Where's my garlic? There it is. Left over on the other counter. So a garlic, 4 teaspoons, 4 garlic cloves actually. So I'm just gonna put in a tablespoon of minced garlic. I love garlic. I don't think you can do too much. Other people would disagree, but I'm just gonna put in a tablespoon of that. And mix it all around. This is another great Costco find. Easy. I mean, if you have time to crush all the garlic, you should be doing that, but I probably do have the time, but I don't want to do it anymore. I've done enough of that. All right, this smells really good. All right, so I'm going to reserve a cup of this, and then I'm gonna pour it over my meat, and then I'm gonna put it in the crock pot, turn the crock pot on for high for 4 hours. Right before it's done, I'm going to take the reserved cup. I'm going to add some Swerve brown sugar replacement, which I have here. This is just a Swerve brand brown sugar, and you take 3 tablespoons of that and you mix it on the stove. Bring your cup of liquid, your 3 tablespoons of brown sugar to a boil. Let it boil for about 10 minutes or reduce by half, so that's about 10 minutes. And then when you pull your spare ribs out, baste them, broil them for 5 minutes, turn them over, baste them, broil them for another 5 minutes, and they'll be ready. So I am looking forward to it. I will post pictures, and I'll also post the recipe. The other thing we're gonna make is roasted garlic cauliflower mash. So I will cook the cauliflower. I've got garlic roasting in the oven right now, and we'll mix all that together with something delicious like, I don't know, butter and salt and pepper. And then that will go on the plate first, and then I'll put the spare ribs over it, and it will be delicious. So I will also post that recipe. So if you like this recipe, please like, share, and if you know somebody that would like the recipe or has any desire to make really fun, yummy, and easy keto food, just be sure to share this out to them and let them know that we are available for them. So anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend, and like I said, I'll post pictures and recipes when all this stuff is done later tonight. So have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.